Hello dear students, this is a short guide to see about the histology practical. The simple squamous epithelium, as you can see here, okay, simple squamous epithelium, look for the pointed structure, and this is the epithelium, simple squamous epithelium. It is the example is cells of Bowman's capsule of the kidney, okay. So this is called as the glomerulus, and this is the cells of the Bowman's capsule, okay. So you should know this related to your epithelium topic. Now coming to simple columnar epithelium, there are two types. This is non-ciliated. You can see that there is no cilia over here, and this one is ciliated, okay. So the ciliated example is fallopian tube, and for non-ciliated it is the lining of the stomach, small intestine, okay. Pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium, so you can see that it is only one layer of cells, but the cells are seen at different layers, and you can see the empty cells. These empty cells are called goblet cells, okay. Like example is trachea and bronchi. Next, stratified squamous epithelium, you have two types, non-keratinized and keratinized, okay. So in non-keratinized, you don't have a layer on top, and example is esophagus and tongue. Here in keratinized, it is epidermis of the skin. In glands, you have three glands. So this one, like a pointed arrow can be shown to any of them. This is called as a serous acini, and example is or location is parotid gland, okay. And also the question like identify the section, that time you can say again it is a serous gland, okay. This is for mucus. You can see lightly stained acini, okay. The nucleus is to the base, and example is sublingual. Then you have mixed, which is submandibular. In submandibular you have the mucus and you have the serous, okay. So you have mucus and you have serous, and this is the interlobular duct, okay. Now coming to connective tissue, you have loose irregular connective tissue, and location is subcutaneous tissue. This is adipose tissue. As you can see, there is a lot of adipocytes, and the location is subcutaneous tissue in the breast and the buttocks, okay. Now coming to blood cells, you have this cell which has more than 3 or 4 5 segments. This is called neutrophil. Please learn the function along with it. This is a basophil, as there are two lobes, and it is blue in color, and the pigments are blue in color, okay. And this is like a kidney shaped, okay, or indented one, and it is A granulated, okay. Not there is no granules. It is a monocyte. Here you can see three cells. This is a monocyte, this will be a lymphocyte, okay, because it does not have the indentation, and this one is a neutrophil. Here you can see again a neutrophil, and this is a lymphocyte. Here you can see three of them, so you should identify the cell. Like I said, it's a neutrophil, and this is an eosinophil. Why? Because there are pink granules, okay. And then this is a basophil, okay, because of blue granules. So you have eosinophil because of pink granules, and then this is a neutrophil, okay. From your lecture slides, please learn the function along with those blood cells. Now coming to blood vessels also, and the elastic connective tissue, you have the aorta, okay, elastic connective tissue. Here the stain is black in color, okay. So this is the example is in large arteries, which is aorta, okay. Now large artery aorta, you can see that you will not see the lumen, and this is tunica intima, tunica media, tunica adventitia. Here you can see this is tunica intima, this is tunica media, and this is tunica adventitia, okay. So the tunica intima and internal elastic lamina, they are like almost together, and tunica media, and this is tunica adventitia. You can see a line over here. This is external elastic lamina. Okay. Muscular vein or the radial vein. So you have this is the tunica intima. You have the muscle here. This is tunica media, and then you have tunica adventitia. Okay, here and internal elastic lamina, external elastic lamina is not present. Okay, here you can see the small artery and the small vein, and this will be tunica intima, tunica media, this tunica adventitia. Here tunica intima is very thin, then this is tunica media, and this will be tunica adventitia. Coming to nervous tissue, okay, so you can see that you have the neuron. Okay, so neuron, here the enlarged one is the axon, this is the dendrite. Okay, and this will be the soma or cell body, and these are all the nuclei of the glial cells. Okay, so now this is a section of the spinal cord. What is in the center is called a central canal, and then you have the gray matter in H shape. This is the dorsal horn, this is the ventral horn. Okay, dorsal horn is pointed, touching the periphery. The ventral horn is rounded. Okay, and then you can see that this can also be called a sensory neuron, and here it can be the motor neuron in the ventral aspect. Okay, outside we have meninges, covering is called meninges, and this outside the H, it is the white matter. This is the white matter. Okay, white matter is collection of nerve fibers, and gray matter is collection of cell bodies. Okay, so again you can see the same. This is central canal. This is the H-shaped gray matter. Okay, and outside you have the white matter, and here you can see the sensory or the afferent, and this is the motor or the efferent. Okay, now coming to skin, you have two types of skin. You have thick and thin skin. So for this slide to see the layers of the skin. Okay, and this is actually a thick skin. Okay, this is stratum corneum. Then this pink line, this will be the stratum lucidum. Then you have stratum granulosum, these flat cells over here, these are the stratum granulosum. All this will be stratum spinosum, and the last layer over here will be the stratum basale. Okay, right, again you can see this is the stratum corneum, and you can again identify all the layers. This is stratum basale. Okay, then you coming to dermis, this part, this one which you see, this part is called as papillary layer, and the one below is called reticular layer. Papilla means like a finger-like projection. Okay, this is a finger-like projection. Okay, again we have the same points for the thick skin. Okay, so you have epidermis made up of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. There is no hair follicles or sebaceous gland. There is presence of sweat gland in the dermis. Okay. Okay, this is for thin skin. You can see that this is the hair. This is the hair follicle. Okay, then you have the sebaceous gland. This is the sebaceous gland which is opening into the hair follicle. Then you have this. Can you see the pink one here? This is erector pili muscle. Erector pili muscle. Okay, all this together forms pilosebaceous unit. Okay, so what is pilosebaceous unit? It is the hair follicle, sebaceous gland, erector pili muscle. Okay. And other than that, you can see a sweat gland over here. You can see a sweat gland. Okay, this is a slide of the thin skin. Thin skin has both hair follicle and sebaceous glands. Okay, then we also learned about skin receptors. So if you see the like an onion peel, this is called Pacinian corpuscle. This is also Pacinian corpuscle. They both are Pacinian corpuscles, and you should learn the function. It is sensitive to pressure and vibration. And here this is the Meissner's corpuscle. It is sensitive to touch and 2-point tactile discrimination. Touch and 2-point tactile discrimination. Okay. Now coming to cartilage. So you have, if you see this blue color matrix, okay, so then you have to understand it is hyaline cartilage. Now if you go to the periphery, this area, okay, here, this is the perichondrium. Perichondrium. Okay, and these are chondrocytes which are arranged in isogenous groups. Okay, isogenous groups, so they are arranged in groups. Okay, This is perichondrium, okay, and then the matrix is basophilic, okay, basophilic, like blue in color, remember, basophilic matrix. Location is trachea. Location is trachea. Okay, now elastic cartilage location, remember, with ear, pinna, and epiglottis. This is the perichondrium over here, and these are all the chondrocytes, okay, with eccentric nuclei. This is also again the perichondrium, okay. Now coming to fibrocartilage, okay, fibrocartilage also we can see chondrocytes, but they are arranged in chain or rows, rows. And can you see the other lines over here? So these are the collagen fibers. So chondrocytes are arranged between the collagen bundles, and there is no perichondrium. There will be no absence of perichondrium. Compact bone, okay, so this is a compact bone, and this is actually called as osteon, okay, osteon. So if you see the parts of the osteon, this is Haversian canal, okay, these are the osteocytes, okay, in concentric lamella. And this, if I put a square over here, or if I ask you what is this section, you should say it is osteon, okay. Here again we can see another osteon. So this is a Haversian canal, and these are the concentric lamellae of bony matrix, okay, lamellae of bony matrix of bone, okay. And this entire circle, if I call it, it is the Haversian system. Another name is osteon. Haversian system or osteon. So Haversian system consists of Haversian canal and the concentric lamellae of bony matrix, okay. Now if you have one Haversian canal, another Haversian canal, and the communication between the two is called Volkmann's canal, okay. So here you can also see osteocytes between the lamellae of bone, okay. Now can you see this dark pink areas? So these dark pink areas are called bony trabeculae, okay, bony trabeculae. In between, what we have is called as marrow space containing bone marrow, okay. So again we have spongy or this is also spongy or cancellous bone, decalcified section, because you can identify with H&E. Yeah, these are just extra points. So you can see that there is no Haversian system. It's more related to theory, okay. There is presence of osteoblast, okay, osteoclast on the surface. We don't see it in this slide. And we can see osteocyte in the lacunae, okay. Coming to muscle, so there are three types of muscle. One is cardiac muscle. The muscle fibers are short, cylindrical. They anastomose with each other, as you can see here. Can you see anastomosing pattern, okay. So these are the anastomosing pattern. Then there is transverse striations. There will be lines inside. These are called transverse striations. And can you see a break over here? These breaks. So these are called as intercalated disc, okay. Okay, these are intercalated disc, okay. Now coming to skeletal muscle, so again it has prominent A band and I band, okay. So as you can see the lines over here, so the dark pink ones will be the A band and the light ones are called as the I band, okay. What about the nucleus? The nucleus is in the periphery, okay. So this is the flat peripheral nuclei, and you have long parallel cylindrical fibers without branching, okay. Now coming to smooth muscle, the location is in the wall of the small intestine, okay, and the type or the shape of the muscle is spindle shape muscle fibers, okay, spindle shaped cells. Now these are the guidelines you can remember. So you have totally 10 slides. So the first slide, it will be related to epithelium, okay, and the questions can be like identify the pointed structure, identify the section means the entire name of that slide, and mention the location, okay. If it's a gland, you have to again either identify the pointed structure, so it could be the serous acini, mucous acini, okay, interlobular duct, okay. Mention the location, learn the location. If it's connective tissue, identify the section, okay, mention the location. If it's blood cell, again identify the pointed structure, because we have all those cells, neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, and so on, and mention the function. So learn just the function along with it. Coming to blood vessels, identify the pointed structure, identify the section, mention the location. Okay, now if you have nervous tissue, slide to nervous tissue, it will be identify the pointed structure, again identify the pointed section. Okay, if it is skin, pointed structure, identify the pointed structure, identify the section, mention the location and function. Okay, because it's related to the receptors. Okay, skin receptors. Then you have cartilage, again identify the pointed structure, identify the section, and mention the location. So bone, identify the pointed structure, identify the section. In muscle, identify the pointed structure, identify the section. Okay, mention the location. So in muscle we have 3 type of slides. These are the type of questions which will come for each slide. Okay, so please learn them well and just focus and finish it off, so that tomorrow, that is Thursday, we can have a short review. Please learn and come so we can have a mock test. Okay, thank you all the best for your exams. Okay, please do not panic, it will be easy, inshallah. Okay.